Wala magawa kasi lipat lang ako ng files eh. Tagal oh, mm. Tapos sinano ko pa yung Vita emulator.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm back. Sorry, there were some
Wala pa
technical
yung screen.
difficulties with the Hollow Knight game. Kind of updating it as of right now with Steam. So for now, I'll be doing, or we will be doing, a live reaction to Chapter 396 of.
Ah, may wait lang. Wala ka pang screen.
Oh, the screen share. No worries. I'll get that for you right now. But as I was saying, we'll be doing a live reaction to chapter 396 of Hunter x Hunter. And joining me right now is Sean, my co host from Purple Laugh Trip. He's back from his last week. Was it last week that you did a live stream with recording with me?
Yes, it was last week.
All right. Do you have the screencast already?
Yes, it's already there now.
Okay, let me
It's already
just
there.
make sure. Do you see the page I'm in?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So as we've discussed last week, I think we were at the beginning of what was that? The flashback of Generyudan, right?
Yes, yes.
Do you recall what we've last seen, or what was the last part of the chapter?
Not much. We're just actually looking for them in the going in the room, looking for people. That's as much as I remember.
Well, again, based on what I remembered, there were some people that were kidnapped. I'm assuming those were some kids, right?
Yes.
And Crollo, was that his name?
Mhm.
Crollo?
Yes, Crollo Lucifer.
Yeah, Crollo was doing some dubbing for some Power Ranger, which was great because I was really not enjoying Hunter x Hunter for a long time, and this used to be a lot more light and few texts. Hopefully, it continues. This has been somewhat of a flashback that's been a long time coming, but based on your statement last time, it's a bit. What was that? Too late? Was that right?
Yes, it was because we're going to look more into that one, and I'm going to explain my opinion on why that this feels more like Togashi is trying to um, give us back to good graces on the actual show because we're going to continue with the chapter, and if it does confirm on what I see, what's wrong with it, and I will explain for a little bit later on.
All right. All right. Well, let's start with a chapter. Again, this is
Mhm.
chapter 396 of Hunter x Hunter. And if you guys want to join us on our read through or live reaction to this chapter, feel free to go to TCB That is TCB Scans. They have a Twitter, Instagram. You can check them out. They have scans or early scans of the chapters for Hunter x Hunter and other franchises as well. Or you could also do it via Viz Media or Manga Project. What was that? Was that right? Manga Project?
Yes.
Manga Project. Yeah, downloadable via uh, App Store and Play Store. All right, so again, chapter 396, Hunter x Hunter. We start with Crollo and the others at the church, I assume. So let's see. There will be a special screening at today's congre- congregation. We hope to see you there. Welcome all. Help yourself to some snacks. Have as much as you like. Oh, Crollo being a nice person. Yo, Crollo, heard you put my video to good use. I'm really looking forward to the after party. Ah, is that Uvo?
Yes, that's Uvo.
He's gonna beat him up, huh? All right, let's go to the second page. All right, you're it.
I'm not gonna read that much. Just going to react this time.
Okay, sure. Well, well, if it ain't Crollo, if you survive your date with Uvo, why not join us for some soccer?
So they gave us snacks, but I'm wondering what kind of snacks are those.
I'm assuming there's probably some berries. Why are you
No, they don't.
shoving that in my face? It's your turn to be on snack duty. Huh? Why me? Fine, come and get your snacks. He's a real softy deep down. You can leave Uvo to me too.
Uvo.
Thanks. Who's this chick? Who's this girl?
I forgot the name of the chick, but she's not a member.
She's not a member of Grenadier,
She's just
so
a
so can we
yeah.
assume that she'll end up dead?
I don't know.
No wonder we call you little bro. Even the youngest has to look out for you. Ah! Okay. Don't worry about it, Crollo. I like you just the way you are. We know you always try like how you bring. What? I like you just the way
Fresh.
you are.
Oh,
We know you
yeah.
always try.
There's like how you bring fresh flowers to the church every day.
Oh,
There's a
sorry.
continuation. There's a
Oh,
continuation of
okay. Got
of
it. Got it.
the
Like how
speech
you bring
bubble.
fresh flowers to the church every day. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The show is about to begin. Yeah, Super Sentai.
Oh, it's gone.
What? Gone? Gone ain't alive.
Look at the Rangers.
Oh,
Kind of ironic.
okay.
You're gonna speak a more lot of that. Bless you. This is practically what happens if someone hates Hunter x Hunter so much.
Yeah. It's just like last time. Reading Hunter x Hunter leaves me leaves me like this. Oh God. All right, so um, I'm assuming we'll just have to wait until hopefully this gets animated because Super Sentai definitely different colors. So we all know who's the black guy based on the shading. I was about to say, how is Gon here when you were keep saying that Gon is here? Like, Gon ain't alive yet. How the hell is Gon here? And then, oh, so that's why. I'm assuming that's the red Power Ranger. Wow, no way! Aren't they sanitation cleanup rangers? We're on the scene. It's really them. Awesome. They still call it Tokyo Land even though it's here in Chiba. Wait. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought they got the
That's the
actors.
show. That's still the show.
That's still the show. Okay, okay. I hear the lines are kind of long, but want to check it out anyway? They speak the same language as us. Did they ever did did it ever air in Meteor City? No way. Someone must have redone the voices. Don't those two sound just like Crollo and Paku? I could tell they were hiding something, so that's what they were up to. Didn't I tell you to quit going after the guys I'm into? Okay, puppy love. You already rejected him over the size of his paycheck. Besides, we're taking it slow. Look, they're really enjoying it. The dub's a total hit uh, compared to some dubs. You three must have practiced a lot to nail the delivery. That's nothing compared to the effort you put in. You gave the male characters such unique voices. I doubt anyone's realized they're all played by just one person. Hey, where'd the sound go? Huh? The video's gone too. Aw, what's wrong, father? The sound tape is all tangled up. We'll have to cut it to fix it, but that might take a while. Is it broken? This is Meteor City. What do you expect? Yeah, the only thing we get here is junk. Father, may I have the mic? Hurry and play the rest, you bastards! Or is that all you got,
Yeah.
Crollo? My bad, everyone. I thought it was an intermission, so I went off to treat myself at the snack bar. But I ended up stuck in the toilet with the runs. Wait a minute. Is this Crollo doing a comedy act?
Oh, he's just actually doing different voices and he changes his face.
Yeah, but he is doing a comedy act just to prolong the time. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay, I made them pause the tape while I was gone. Sorry. So clean up blue. Were what? So clean up blue. Where were we anyway? Blue, where are you? Wait, that's clean up yellow's voice. A kid our age is doing it. Oh, a kid our age is doing it. Cool. You burn more calories if you actually use your brain for a change. We were in the middle of saving Pink from the graffiti monster. Trap, remember? What? No way! He plays Blue Ranger too? Wait, how about Red and Green and the baddies? Alright, everyone! Without further ado, we'll resume the mission. Give me a countdown from 3, 2, 1, and there's gone! God dang it. Looks like gone so much. The enemy is right ahead. Let's do this, Green. But Red, we gotta wait for Blue and Yellow. You're not listening, are you? You're not listening, are you? How can she call herself a cleanup ranger? She's so dirty. She's so dirty-minded that any cute guy can catch her off guard. I could have sworn I saw you flirting with him too. I'm surprised they didn't capture you instead. It's the graffiti monster, Graffino. Let clean up Pink go. You're too late. Clean up Rangers. What the fudge? The Gangura monster's dark makeup will turn clean up Pink to our side, and you'll be next. Soon, your whole pathetic species will serve the Jet Black King. will paint the whole world black. Ah, scary! There's one thing makeup can't conceal, and that's Pink's pure heart. Never lose hope. Fate is the strongest detergent of my god. How cheesy can this get, man?
Well, it's Sentai. It is always cheesy. It's just that when you switch the language to English, you'll realize how actually cringy many of the shows were. Power Rangers was also like that. So,
Huh?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
don't.
power. Yeah, true.
Power Rangers was way more because we understood the language.
Fate is the strongest detergent of all. What are you using? Tide? Ariel? Red, those dreamy words are breaking through the makeup they put on Pink. How dare you if you keep resisting? Oh, how dare you if you keep resisting? Then I'll have to get my own hands dirty. Slime Army, go! Do your worst. We'll scrub off whatever you throw at us. Stains only stick if you give up. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so that's another ranger. God.
Mhm.
Stains only stick if you give up. And if you can't handle it, you can rely on your friends. Eating alone. God. Crollo's face. Eating alone is great, but sharing hot pot is the best. It's the same basic idea, right? No. As long as we work together, there's nothing we can't clean up. Even if it's something you can't see in you can't see on the surface. Clean power combination. Clean sweep. Oh my god, their weapons are brooms. And red. He doesn't even have a sword. It's a rag.
What's a rag with energy?
What's yellow holding? Scrubs?
Uh, yes, scrubs.
God. Oh,
At least the other two guys have make more sense with their weapons.
there's a Kamen Rider reference right there. Bold kid, small panel, doing a henshin pose. Kamen Rider.
um, I'm getting tired of those Rider Henshin poses because they're no longer deserving like a trivia or being an Easter egg because it's basically cultural at this point.
Yeah, it is. It is cultural already.
So yeah. So if, actually, judging by this or should I say how I see Meteor City, Meteor City is more like have pity on us. We are poor people, and we have the strongest people ever. Or should I say, it's trying to be um like a ghetto city, but it doesn't feel like a ghetto city.
Well, they are again. They are poor.
Yes, but it feels like it's forced rather than being. Yeah, let's just continue on from the next page.
If I remembered, again, this the anime, right? If I remembered, they did show that Generiudan did leave, or sorry, not did leave, but uh, was living at like a junk place. Because I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is still their like hiding, their hideout, their base of operation.
Yes.
All right, so let's go here. Okay. So pretty much the whole dubbing of the Sentai show was a hit. Everybody liked it, everybody
Mhm.
enjoyed it. Pretty cool. Awesome. Very feel good moment. That's cool. Everybody had a blast. You rule, Crollo. This is a game changer for Meteor City. Really? It's for the whole city already? I couldn't have done it without you three. Crow, you don't have to do this. It's okay. I brought it on myself. I took the video after all. That was pretty amazing, you bastard. Maybe you ain't so bad after all. That was me dubbing you. Oh, God. It's trying to dub Oof. Hey, Crollo. Yeah? There were more episodes on that video, right? Yeah? We haven't checked it all, but there's at least 8 episodes. Next time, let me play. Aww, Uvo. Yeah, he's a softie. Kind of curious though. What do you think his age is?
I could just imagine he's a teenager.
A teenager?
Yes.
Uvo?
Yes.
Let me take a look at the height difference.
He's at chest level.
Eh, comparing it to Crollo, which I assume is maybe around 6 or 7 years old. What do you think?
Yes. No, no. Growler's around 10 at this point, or 11.
Okay. Sure. Teens, teens it is. Uh, I'll be the Green Ranger. Oh, that's Nobunaga. Give me yellow. Dibs on blue. I want to be the genius professor in the love triangle with purple and pink. What the fudge? I'll be the jet black king. Machi, you in? Nah. Crollo, what you did today hit me harder than any punch I've ever taken. Okay, that's interesting. That's cute. Pretty cute. I like the paneling on this. For this literal scene, I like this. I like this. Togashi did a good job on this one. No way. How come people love a good princess? Then you play her. Oh wait. How come people love a good princess? Then you play her. I only want to do this if you sorry. I only want to do this if I get to be the baddie. Well, the Jet Black Queen is the villain next time. But since she's Purple's younger twin, we thought Sheila should play her. Can't we just have Sarasa play the princess? Orange is barely in this one. That won't work. They share a lot of screen time together. Two episodes from now. We need more people. Should we start recruiting? Good idea. Wait, recruiting? Does that make us an official group? Of course. We're a theater company. God dang it, Uvo. That doesn't sound quite right. I picture us as more of a traveling group. Oh, you mean like a trope? Oh, okay. So that's where the whole trope started, huh? Isn't it a trope supposed to have like 1,000 members? Who cares? Each of us is worth 100 men. Okay, let's go with trope then. Yeah, the something trope. We just need a name now. Coming up next, the something trope. I like it. God dang it. Recruiting for the something trope. That works. This getting me fired up. I assume that's Uvo. It'd be real nice if we could find a tape with new episodes. I'm looking, but finding a needle in a haystack ain't easy. Who knows if there are any more out there? If there aren't any, couldn't Crowler write a script for us to perform like a normal play? I think the crowd's been watching us more than the screen in the last couple of shows. More than a few had their eyes glued to Crollo. What do you think? Um, we don't have the time or resources to make it work without a video. We'd need to make costumes and choreograph a lot of fight scenes. We've got three more episodes in the can, so that buys us some time. Yeah, let's plan out our future performances after we're done rehearsing. You really take this seriously, don't you, Uvo? Yeah, because he's a softie. When we started, I was good doing the bare minimum, but now I want to keep aiming for something. What are you aiming for, Uvo? I want us to perform everywhere. Wow, wow. Okay, that's a that's a dream. I kind of like this. I kind of like this. It's giving more depth to Uvo for a dead guy.
Mm. But that actually also gives a lot of problems later on for when
Well,
we
we'll
explain
see.
this.
So I can become the world's greatest villain. Oh, so I can become the world's greatest villain. Okay. Say, where's Sarasa? Oh God, she gets kidnapped, doesn't she?
Mm.
It's her turn to sort through the trash. She's heading back by herself. It's just around the corner, so it should be fine. Orange just answers the phone and says her catchphrase in this episode. But next time she's got a bunch of more lines to go over, so we agreed to swap when she's on sorting duty. I can't wait to see their faces when find a new video. Nobody else knows about that huge pile of tapes at the corporate dump near Uga Forest. I've memorized how they write cleanup rangers, so I just gotta look out for new episode titles. Security here is getting tighter. Yeah, it's the end of an era. Thankfully, we've already hit our quota. We can cut loose and not worry about the payment now. Let's just catch one more for fun. Oh, God. I want to savor a good old mid-year city hunt.
Mm.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. We know where this is going. So, okay. Um. Yeah, I have a lot of problems with this origin story, for starters. Okay. The problem with this one is, are they wanted us to feel pity for them?
But that's the whole point.
Because
That's majority of flashbacks are kind of like that. Providing more depth
that,
to the character,
oh
uh,
yes, yes.
providing more history and
I
stuff.
mm, I don't need exactly that kind of explanation because that is given if this chapter was in this the York New arc. If this was made during the York New arc or the arc where we got the casino and everything, that would have been great. But first problem, as what I mentioned earlier, are we supposed to hate Kurapika now because Kurapika's family or his whole village was decimated and slaughtered by these people? So if we're going for the angle of the girl getting kidnapped and they want revenge because of that happening, then they're basically hypocrites. I know you actually love the story, but you fell for the trap of we want to people get like Generioda. And the reason why for me that I still like Hisoka better because we know Hisoka is an asshole. He was a very good villain. For this one, you want to make me like Corolo? Are you freaking serious? Because I can say Uvo because Uvo's character is consistent, but if you're telling me that they wanted revenge because Meteor City was being treated like trash. Literally, I meant that as a pun. And afterwards, you see them doing all those crimes, decimating livelihood. So, as what I said earlier, this feels like being hypocrites. It's like, oh, boo hoo hoo. There are other people who were with better things to do. Because if you start with Hunter x Hunter with this one, then I would have actually at least root for these guys. But we've already have read everything all throughout, and as what I said, for me, Hunter x Hunter ended after Gon meets with um, Jin and gave back the license, and that's it. And you said it yourself. And right now, if people would say that this is the best chapter for me, this will only be a good chapter if this was before it was being done. It feels like Togashi stumbled this old script and said, "Oh, this is my good chance of making people love Genryodan." This is the wrong textbook of how to like a villain because you nowadays people wanted sympathetic villains, but if you want sympathetic villains, there's already some of them like Meru, because from the Chimera arc,
Yeah,
we've already got
King,
the king.
and
We already
King.
got they already got the king. Yes, and he was a good character. He
True.
at least he's a psychopath, but he's not a hypocrite. This one, this is feel like a hypocrite story, and I hope the next chapter at least will give me a good reason on why this happens. If the next chapter treats them like they're protagonists, then I'm sorry. I don't want to hear this BS anymore. I know I'm sounding like I'm acting up for the for the show right now. I'm very sorry, but this chapter annoyed me for a lot. That's why I was very quiet. Really annoyed me a lot because this feels like I've been slapped. Like, oh, you should be rooting for them. But it's kind of like when you're reading Rurouni Kenshin and everyone will tell me that Shishio Makoto is a sympathetic story, but when you actually really read the manga and you realize, oh, he's just a plain old psychopath. This one, Togashi wants to step back on Korolo being a boring villain. He wants to make him interesting. That's good, but the problem is he wants to take few steps back on his brutality of what he was showing before by saying, "Oh, he was a nice kid before," and unfortunately, I'm no longer a teenager, so this story gives me a different light. It may work with younger manga or anime fans, but man, it's not he's a bad writer. It's more like this guy doesn't know how to shuffle the story at the right timing. This wasn't the right timing at all. We've
Agree with you
already
with
known
that.
Genny Ryoden last week.
No, I agree with you with that because at the end of the day, uh, not even between the two of us, we both know that we have grown tired of the series for what it is, and it's not even because of how long it's been. It's just because of how much Togashi has taken the liberty of taking so much breaks. And yeah, sure, he's sick. Sure, we'll give him that. We'll give him that. But how much are we supposed to be giving him just for him to finish this thing? I've been an advocate since 300 something. I forgot already the chapter. The chapter where Gon finally met his dad. They sat on that freaking tree, and there was clearly no dialogue up to the end of the chapter. That was the ending for Hunter x Hunter for me. And just like how you mentioned that this series should not have continued since then,
Mhm.
if not, this should have been just a spin-off, right? This should have just been a spin-off,
Yes,
and different
practically
characters
yes.
should have just probably been made to continue the story. They could still bring Ginerio done, sure, but that could have at least made it a lot more fresher. 'Cause for me, that's pretty much the best option. Because right now, the story is focusing on the prince, on the princess, which is understandable because they're the new villains, right?
Yeah,
But
but they're no, it's actually what they're actually doing now is that if you notice the rest of the chapters, they're now becoming the protagonists of this arc, and
no, no,
Kurapika
no.
was already being forgotten.
No, I mean not Generio Dan. Generio Dan is being made to look like the protagonist of the art. I'm talking about the princess, the ones who are having this throne war esque or Game of Throne war esque
No, no, no,
situation.
no. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes. But my point is, at this arc, the princesses are the villains. Yes, but what I'm trying to say is that it's shifting the protagonist from Kurapika to Generyodan, the same way of how Kurapika had stolen the show from Gon,
Yeah, and the show is being
and
stolen again.
Togashi does. Yes, and this is the second time that Togashi has been doing this, and I don't understand. And I understand a lot of people said that for a manga to be good, you need to have a lot of characters to be focused. But the problem is, I hated a manga when you're supposed to be showing a protagonist and you're forgetting what the protagonist is there for. It's not in the same case like Dr. Stone, where they did it as early as they can to fix the protagonist issue, and now they're doing it twice. And I'm glad that they're putting it back to Gon. Then Gon practically has no reason to continue on, and I would have accepted a show where Killua is the protagonist because that was the setup
No,
that Killua is running away with his sister.
no, I think the problem with Gon right now, literally with the Gon character, is that there's no goal.
Mm,
He has no goal. He as a
he's done.
character has none. He has no goal
Mm, no, he did have a goal before, but it was
before, but
done.
I'm talking
It was
about
finished.
now with the current story.
No, no, yes,
He
yes,
has none,
yes, yes.
absolutely
But the
zero.
mm,
The only ones who have a goal right now is Kurapika, Generyodan, who's after Hisoka, right? That's their goal right now is to kill Hisoka. And Hisoka wants to play around and play catch with Generyodan. Killua has a semi goal, which I forgot what it is. Leorio is a complete, not waste of time, but a, a completely sidetracked character that I like. 'Cause between the four, between the four supposed main characters of the series, he's my favorite. He
mhm.
was my favorite up to now. He's
Oh,
still my favorite,
mhm.
but he's
Okay.
nowhere to be seen.
Oh, yes. That's going to be what's going to happen for a long time. So if we're going to back on the track of this chapter, excuse me. So what we agreed on is that while you do like the chapter, for me, this is a retcon. So for all I can say about this one is I don't think I will want to actually continue actually for this one because this really feels like a slap in the face for me.
It
This is
is.
this chapter is a slap in the face.
I understand where you're coming from. At the end of the day, we both have
You
our
liked it.
we. Yeah, I liked it because again, I like how it's very light. It's not as so wordy as the other chapters I've been reading, which was dreadful, annoying, and clearly it's just setting up and setting up and setting up. People would argue, well, One Piece is like that, yeah, but has less words, and some things are happening. Uh, Again, given the situation, if Togashi, uh, again, we know he's sick. If Togashi just wasn't sick, and he was able to continue this the way it. the way it's supposed to be, the way it has been, I don't think we would be complaining at least. At least. At least. But at the end of the day, this is what we got. It's annoying. The Black Continent arc should have been a spinoff. That's how it should have been. But no. It continued on, it kept the same characters, and we're literally just throwing away the main character out the wazoo. Until such time that he became he sorry, not he becomes, but he becomes a pivotal point of the story again. Which so far, I don't know how can that happen because he doesn't have a goal. If people would say that his goal is to be the best hunter,
That's
what
shonen.
he's
That's
competing
very
with his
shonen.
dad or something. I don't know. So when did that happen? When did that start?
He never okay because if we're going to get sidetracked, I have never heard exactly from him that he wants to be exactly the best. He just wants to look for his dad, or he wants to
Yeah,
understand why his dad was like that.
yeah.
So it's more of being just a curiosity.
But you're curious of what? That's the thing. You're curious of what, God? What are you looking for? We need a goal for you, from you, little one. We need a goal from you. But we're
He
not
did.
getting
He
it.
wants to return the license. Mhm.
We're not getting it for, I don't know, how many much chapters. Because as far as I know, as far as what I remember, from the early information before the new chapters came out, we got 10. We got 10 chapters that are completely done by Tagashi. I mean, done. They've been passed, they've been approved. That's why currently we've been getting continuous chapters. That's what I know. So we've only have 10 chapters left. And right now we've done what? One, two, three, I think 4 or 5 chapters, right? 4 to 5 chapters. So you're telling me we only have
Yeah.
like 5 chapters remaining until Togashi is back crawling in his cave for another what? 6 years? 9 years? 15 years?
No, he only lasted for 4 years.
How old is Togashi now?
Let's see. How old is the dude? Hunter Hunter, Hunter Hunter, Hunter Hunter. Yoshihiro Togashi is 56. Fa.
How old was Mura?
He's around that age.
Can you look it up?
Miura was. I'm already looking it up.
Thanks.
It takes time to load.
It's fine. No worries there, buddy.
So 66. So he was 54. He was 2 years younger.
He's 2 years younger than Togashi.
2 years. 2 years.
Than Togashi.
Yes.
Ah. Clock's ticking, Togashi. And you're sick, right? You're sick. So, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna hear from your wife? Is she gonna continue your manga once you passed away or something? Because I don't see Togashi. And again, I may be being negative maybe being too negative, but can you honestly tell me, bro? Can you honestly tell me that you think that Togashi will be able to finish this, knowing his age is 56?
Maybe. or people have forgotten that he actually um, got it Yu Yu Hakusho, because a lot of people said that he finished it, but nobody remembered that he actually destroyed his own series so he can rest.
Yeah, he rushed it. He rushed the ending for Yu Yu Hakusho. When I watched the
And I
anime,
think,
it felt so abrupt.
and what's going to happen is that he's going, if he is running out of time, he may going to do the same thing. He did claim that he had finished the scripts that he needed, so it's very like Miura that the endings are already there. The problem is he wants to draw everything. He could have someone to at least just like what Miura did, at least having a team of people who can draw like him. Hell, even Oda has his own assistants who can actually draw the same way as he does. And he was lucky that he had two adaptations of Hunter x Hunter.
I like the first one better. I like the first one better. I can show you one reason why I would say the first one was better. When was the first one made? The first adaptation?
It's in the 90s.
1998?
No,
Oh,
1999.
1999. Okay. 1999 versus 2011.
2011 was already considered as way better than 1999's version.
In terms of no, in terms of quality of the animation, yeah, sure, I would say that. But in terms of impact, let me get this because I know.
No, the 99 wasn't famous as all. Um,
Oh no, no, you got what I mentioned wrong. I'm not saying like impact in terms of the impact to the fans. No, no, not like that. I'm talking about uh the impacts on the faces of the characters. Where is that one thing that I'm looking for? There you go. There you go. Okay. I'll show. I'll show literally the search on my screen. Let me remove this. Move the filter. Where is that filter? Default picture. Here you go. Oh, wait a minute. Filter. Right. No, wait. There you go. Okay. You see this face?
oh, you're just saying that they had better looking injuries.
They have much better looking injuries compared to the 2011 version. Because here's one. In 1999, the idea of a kid looking beat up wasn't an issue. In 2011, oh, it's a kid. We can't show this much. We can't show his face looking like this and that. His
There's
face was
still decapitation.
yeah, but
There's
it
still
didn't show this
decapitation.
much. It didn't show this much damage
Mm.
in terms of Gon's face
Oh
compared to
yes,
the old
even
one.
the no, even this is the old one. But
Yeah.
even if we read the manga, it's not even that. It's not even
Oh, here,
like that in the manga as well.
here. That's the
Yes, yes,
comparison.
yes. But for me, that doesn't really matter because what for me is, um, it's more about the not just the story, but also what they did with the impact of the animation and how everything is moving like that. It's not because of just because of the zero rating or anything. So for me, um, if you're going to say that one is better just because Gon's face was beaten up so much, that doesn't really count because the story was not just abrupt for the 99 version, but it didn't really show everything, and the
Not
actors were not as good as not as good as the 2011 version. And everyone will tell you that the 2011 version is leagues above because I can't really see the 99 version giving out the most depressing gun ever
not
because what actually
you're talking about
uh,
the Greed Island situation, right?
not just the Greed Island
Sorry, not the Greed
situation,
Island,
but the
the
Chimera
end,
arc as
the
well.
Chimera Act. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. No,
yes,
this okay. I'm not saying that the 2011
were.
version is inferior to the
You already
99
did.
version. What I'm
You already
saying
did, like.
No, what I'm saying is I like the version of the 1999 better for how graphic it is on portraying the damages uh, to Gon, Kilua, and everybody else. That's the only complaint I have. But I would absolutely say, just like everybody else, that in terms of animation, 2011 version is better. Again, we're talking about animation. Yeah, sure. 2011 is better. Is it the best? Is it the better anime compared to 1999? Yes. But would I say that it had that I like everything about the 2011 version? Absolutely not. I like how the 1999 version did its things, especially with, as I'm seeing showing you right now, this particular scene. And I know, I know that there was a one issue that I absolutely will agree that the 1999 version did do wrong, absolutely, and that is to this character. I know that they did the 1999 version of this character dirty. I know that, sure. So at the end of the day, we still have a completely hate-filled situation with Hunter x Hunter.
Well, that's all I can say about the show, or should I say the manga. So I don't really think that it's really going to be good, and there are a lot of people who are desperate on wanting to say it was good. The thing is, it's not the fact that it was good, but the fact that the guy can no longer do consistency of what the character should be, or is more of trying to manipulate on he felt on making characters. It's more like there are some people who feel like a I forgot the kind of syndrome where you're putting so much focus on the bad guy being the good guy, or should I say the more alternative name is that I don't like if the Genryodan is reaching the Vegeta syndrome
The
because the
Vegeta's
Vegeta syndrome because Vegeta was so cool and everyone agrees that he's the best Dragon Ball character ever. So that's the problem. You're giving all the good development to the bad guy, and the bad guy became the good guy. The only thing that he never took over was being the protagonist. And right now, the Genryodan is reaching the same thing. The problem is, if they want me to forget that they actually murder villages and other people, and they even actually, it's okay if they do crimes, but if they do genocide and the kidnapping session is what they want to show me to pity them, then I can't. And if you're going to check on other comments and if people are saying those things, then I'm sorry, I'm not going to be a part of this shtick anymore.
I get you. I get you. Absolutely. I get you. Because at the end of the day, it is too late. It is absolutely too late for a flashback like this. It is good. Again, credit where credit. what was the term? Credit. What's the term?
Credits where it's due.
Yeah, credits where it's due. Whatever how it's pronounced. Credit to Togashi. It's good. It's a good flashback. It's wholesome. It's adorable. It's gonna be dark. Yes, we all know that, but it's too late. It's absolutely too late. Ah, God. Well, that's that for this chapter. And based on what you're telling me, you're not interested in doing any more Hunter x Hunter for now.
Maybe not.
No worries,
Maybe
bro. We still
yes.
have other mangas that we can do stuff, and we can also do some other stuff anyway, so it's fine. Uh, Maybe we can do MHA next week. Oh wait a minute, this week. Oh, you know what? I'll tag you along for the One Piece reaction for this week because there will be One Piece this week, and I think it will be
Okay,
a
at
good
least One
chapter.
Piece. Yes, at least One Piece. You can always be sure there's always a good chapter. Even the bad chapters are still good.
Yeah, I'll tag you along for Friday, or I don't know. I might do it early Thursday because sometimes the early scans come in early morning Thursday. So I'll check. If you're not awake by then, we'll do it Friday around Friday afternoon maybe.
Okay.
All right, and maybe after One Piece, you can also do some other mangas, maybe MHA if they got MHA out. Because I oh god, MHA's the next chapter will be interesting with MHA. It will be interesting. Uh, I'm not considering it in a good way or a bad way. It's just interesting in how they're gonna pull things off. But for now, that's it. So, thank you again, guys, for listening. Listening with two guys who have really, really negative emotions for this franchise that's still ongoing, even though, in our own opinion, it should have been done and dusted already. Any final words there, buddy?
Goodbye.
And good night. Too sweet to all you guys. Keep smiling. Bye.
Night.